Alright guys, welcome back to this update video about my current game project. So it's the update video number 2. We are going to jump right into it. So first things first, if you like my videos, if you like my actual game project, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, you know the drill, and it's showing me that you like the stuff I'm making. Alright, so you see here a couple of actors laying around. So the first thing, I'm going to jump in here. So the first thing I have implemented is some highlighting function of an object you can interact with. So if I go near this object here, it's going to highlight like that, and you can just pick it up if you want to, and the key too. Alright, the next thing you can see here, a cube. It's just a placeholder cube for an inventory expansion, so like a backpack or something like that. If I open up my inventory, you see my inventory stuff, and actually it's full. So if I just going to drop this, okay, I can't drop this key, so I have just to go to this blueprint actor and change that quick. So, oh, it's the wrong one. Inventory item door key, and in here I can be dropped. Perfect. Alright, so if I'm going to play now, I'm going to just take this free stuff here. So I'm going to drop now this this key here. I don't want that. Yeah, it doesn't supposed to fall through the floor. Alright, so I have 8 slots here. If I pick that up, I have slot number 9. It's perfect. And as you can see here with this inventory, I just can drop this key or just examine it. So if I go to examine, you can examine it. And the same thing on this too, you can just drop it, you can examine it, and you can use it. So my battery life, as you can see here, is full, so I can't really use that. But my health is about half, so I can just use this bandage, and you see it's going up. Perfect, and I can just drop it if I want to. Alright, the next thing I have implemented is this locker here. So if you just escape from your enemy, you can go close this locker and just go inside, and you hide it, and you can go outside too. So it's just basic stuff I have implemented for now, but I have to plan just to expand this in the future. So the next thing you can see here is a chest you can open with some lock combination. As you can see here, so if I just go back, we need the lock combination. We come now to that. I have these notes here you can read on, so you can read it like that, or if you just press the E button, you can read it like that. So I have a problem with this masking here in the background. I have to figure out how I can do that, but essentially you can just rotate it if you want to, but I think I'm going to add a functionality with a button. Just you click on the button and it's going to turn around, and this read button here you can just use to read it like that. Alright, so we need the lock combination. So the lock combination is on this here on the second node. If you just turn it around, you have the lock code 4321. Perfect. If I go out, you can just go to this lock here and type and search the combination you need to, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and it's open up, and you can just take the stuff in here. So the next thing I have implemented, if I just turn off this light here, if you go inside this area, it's not really dark because I have the scalability to low on the shadow. Yeah, it's on medium. I just go up with that. I just go up with all of that, so it's going to be a little bit darker. I've done this because my FPS, as you can see, it's dropping really down. It's caused of this PCG wood here. So I have to figure out how I can just do that to avoid this FPS drop. But essentially, if I just go in here, turn off the light, and go inside, I have some jump scare functionality implemented. So if you just open that up, and if you go inside this room, it's playing the sound and some enemies passing by. So as you can see, the flashlight is now turned off, and I can't really turn it off with the F key because I haven't any battery life if you just watch on the left corner. But if I just go inside the inventory, I can just use the battery and it's going to be back. Alright, that's for that. And as I mentioned earlier, this wood here is causing me some really problems with the FPS. If you're just watching the right corner, upper corner, it's about 20 FPS. So I really don't know what is causing this problem. I think, yeah, okay, maybe I know the problem. It's the shadow, and I have an RTX 3070, and maybe it's a little bit too low for that. Then I have to update my machine, but I think I can really do that next year or something like that. It's expensive, so I have to wait a little bit with this project with the wood. So I have to build it in another way. And yeah, the cool thing about that is if you just go inside the level, and if you go inside the wood here, it's going to be dark and you can use the flashlight, and it's looking very, very cool, I think. Alright, so the next thing I have implemented are these buildings here. That are some reference placeholder buildings. If I just go way out, you see the whole thing. And it's actually real geometry, real world geometry of Pripyat. So it's made with Google Maps and a Blender add-on called GIS, I think. Yeah, I think it's called GIS. And essentially you can fetch every building of every town or place of the earth with Google Maps, and it's creating for you the buildings, the streets and the railways, and I think the vegetation too. It's really, really cool. And this map here has a size from this point up here to this point down here from 2 kilometers, so it's really large. And I just planned to make every building playable, so the player can go inside and have some adventure and explore it if he want to. But for one person it's a lot of work. I'm going to tell you, it's a lot of work to do that. But that's not enough, because I have just another prop here. It's the Chernobyl prop. If I open that up, it's the rest of that area. So it's the the area of Chernobyl with the reactor, and maybe I just plan to import that too on an add-on or something like that. I really don't know. It's all alpha, and yeah, I have to think about how I can do that. So that's it for now. Just to tell a little bit more of the story, I'm going to plan 2 ways of tell the story, so it's going to be 2 different stories. The first story is about maybe some YouTuber, urban explorer, that's going inside, in this area to explore that, and he found some really cool stuff. This urban explorer thing, it's going to be a horror type game like Outlast or something like that, where you have to escape from soldiers and creatures and so on. And the other way you can play this game is going to be an FPS shooter, so maybe you are an agent or a soldier sent to this area to investigate for some strange stuff going on. and you have to fight some soldiers and some creatures that's going to appear in this area. And yeah, that's the main story I want to make, and I hope it's going to be good. Alright, so for the future update, I just plan to implement the first streets here and the first building the player can explore. And the other thing I just want to implement is the sky. It's going to be a cloudy sky with some rain, so it's going to be rainy. And I think that's the main part of the next update video. So as I mentioned earlier in the first update video, I'm going to follow a tutorial series on Udemy about creating some horror games. That's the basic stuff I'm going to implement, and from that I'm going to build up my actual game. And that's the first part. The second part is going to be the other play modus with the first person shooter stuff and so on. And yeah, that's it for now. If you like this type of video, if you like generally my videos, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next modeling tutorial coming on my channel about modeling some stuff, and see you in the next one.